Bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Baker going to throw this right away. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to... He's got him in, complete. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mayfield now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
And he was looking for Elijah Mitchell out of the backfield, but it'll be second down. Play fake. Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Elijah Mitchell with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Zerline going with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my. He pulled it in. A very solid gain of 27. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it, because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering.
He's got a man, complete. The 40, 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 83 yards. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Elijah Mitchell with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Rams lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Zerline connects on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, 1st quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the inners. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. They'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That'll be complete to Sermon. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Mayfield's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now Mayfield. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus their defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Mitchell. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. Touchdown, Rams. Snoop Connor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams take a 3-touchdown lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on ski. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing it come back. Right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The drive starts with a carry by Sermon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play fake. Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
First down, Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this one is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. Mahomes to throw once more. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This to the outside, it's Sermon. Touchdown, Eagles. Trey Sermon from 13 yards out. And the Eagles get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Going up top for Kupp. And he's got it inside the 10. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Final play of the half. Mayfield rolling to his right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Elijah Mitchell as time expires in the first half. And the Rams will extend their lead on the final play of the half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
To throw again on second down, Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Zerline's kick is up and through. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Milton Williams. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Mayfield. It's caught. Mitchell. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. Fourth down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll run with Mitchell. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You get the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect. But, boy, that was force against force.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That's caught by Waller out left side. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Mahomes now to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A gain of 3, second down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On the counter, Sermon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Rams 18.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Now they send a running back in motion right. Mahomes will throw for it. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And it's not over yet as they're back within 2 scores. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one player ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's Mayfield. Open man is Atwell, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Going up top for Kupp. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He's going to go up top again. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 40 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Zerline good with a PAT. That pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not...
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins, 46 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. That's the 6-yard line.
On second down, it's Sermon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Now here's Mahomes, and this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Eagles get a bit closer. They'll try and throw for him. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Touchdown at Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, and my goodness, another interception. And the Rams will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Big play there for L.A. 56 yards. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another shot from the one on second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Hassan Reddick charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Hassan Reddick, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up fourth down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend that lead even further. But ultimately, not really sure what they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points. So there's...
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He's got them out to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
36.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. Trying to lay one up deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that. That would have been a great play, but he could not pull it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. And the Rams are going to get the football back at their own 17. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.